This glorious snow-fueled chaos comes from Matt, who asks, what if I strapped a flamethrower to the front of my car to melt snow before driving over it? Which, frankly, is the kind of problem-solving energy the world needs more of. But Matt doesn't stop there, oh no, he levels up. Wait, he says, what about replacing the flamethrower with a high-powered microwave cannon? Because when you're buried in snow, naturally your first instinct is, how can I weaponize kitchen appliances? So here we are, science versus snow, fire versus frozen, flamethrowers versus physics. Would it work? Would it melt anything? Would your car become a rolling fireball of doom? Let's find out how badly winter can lose a fight or win in spectacular fashion. Oh, and if you enjoy dangerous ideas wrapped in bad science and good intentions, smash that subscribe button like it's a snowman standing in your driveway. At first glance, strapping a flamethrower to your car sounds like something that ends in a call to the fire department. But actually, it's not completely bonkers. Hear us out. Flamethrowers are portable, direct, and surprisingly efficient at heating things up. Plus, they don't interfere with Wi-Fi, unless you accidentally aim them at your router, which, let's be honest, has happened. Also, in the middle of a blizzard, is there a cooler way to clear a driveway than with a literal wall of fire? No, there is not. But then reality rudely shows up. Gasoline, it turns out, has limits. Even though it's packed with energy, your snow-melting dragon car will burn through it like a squirrel in a Red Bull factory. With a flamethrower active, you'd be getting about 17 feet per gallon. That's not a typo, and you'd be using up to 5 gallons of fuel per second. So yes, while you're making epic progress melting snow, you're also creating a Michael Bay movie scene every time you tap the gas. Slightly impractical, but undeniably awesome. So, flamethrowers might be fun, but fuel hungry. What about the microwave idea? Well, microwaves are great at heating water. That's why they're so good at making soup boil over just when you're not looking. But snow isn't water. Not really. It's frozen, fluffy, air-filled ice nonsense. And microwave radiation? It doesn't vibe with ice. In fact, microwaves are kind of picky. They do an excellent job exciting liquid water molecules, but they mostly ignore frozen ones, like a Bluetooth speaker that only connects when it feels like it. So, when you point a high-powered microwave cannon at snow, you're not creating a glorious instant slush bath, you're mostly just wasting electricity. Which brings us to another issue. Melting snow takes a lot of energy. Like absurd amounts. Melting 1 gram of snow takes 335 joules. Doesn't sound like much? Let's translate that. A single 60-watt light bulb could melt about 1 pound of snow per hour. Not bad, unless you're trying to clear a road. Then it's hilariously useless. And if you're using an energy-efficient LED, 1 pound every 6 hours. Great for climate goals, terrible for driveways. So, while the microwave idea wins points for creativity and doesn't set your neighborhood on fire, it's still a no-go. Turns out winter is surprisingly good at resisting kitchen tech. Okay, so let's say you ignore all warnings and go full snow melter mode. You want to drive down a road at 55 miles per hour, that's about 90 kilometers per hour, and melt a 9-foot wide path through a foot of snow as you go. Simple, right? Just heat it up fast and drive. Except physics. A foot of snow is roughly equivalent to 1 inch of rain. That's a lot of water. And to melt that much snow in real time, while driving at highway speeds, you'd need about 574 megawatts of continuous power. That's 3 nuclear aircraft carriers worth of energy, just to drive to work. To put it another way, you could plug in every household appliance you own, crank them all to max, and you'd still barely get halfway there. Your microwave cannon might warm up a slush puppy, maybe. So, unless you're planning to install an onboard reactor and wear a lead-lined snowsuit, this plan is officially melting faster than a snowball in a flamethrower. Alright, so flamethrowers are thirsty and microwaves are underwhelming. But what if you just said, forget melting, let's just blast the snow out of the way? Jet engine snowblowers. Yes, this is a real thing. Train agencies, because trains are too cool to get stuck, have been known to strap actual jet engines to the front of snowplows. The result? A screaming fire hose of superheated air that vaporizes snowdrifts and launches loose snow into orbit. Possibly. Compared to flamethrowers and microwave cannons, this actually works. It's messy, it's loud, it's terrifying, but it moves snow. Bonus, you don't need 3 nuclear reactors. Just 1 retired fighter jet engine and a deep disregard for subtlety. But be careful, use one of these in the neighborhood and you're clearing snow and windows, fences, roof tiles, and probably the neighbor's inflatable Santa. Effective? Absolutely. Overkill? Always. So what have we learned? Microwaves? Useless. Flamethrowers? Awesome but ridiculous. Jet engines? Surprisingly effective and deeply terrifying. The truth is, snow doesn't care about your gadgets. It just sits there, cold, stubborn, and ready to mock your best ideas. If you really want to beat snow, the best solution isn't to melt it, vaporize it, or microwave it, it's to move it. Or, better yet, stay inside, make cocoa, and let someone else deal with it. But hey, if you do build a snow melting road cannon, send us pictures from a safe distance.